on today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. And that's fucked up. And, fucked up.
I know.
Style is also fucking god-awful.
They didn't even go with an anime style. They went with, like, a cartoon style.
It's just so fucking stupid.
But it's also American-made.
It's not even cartoon.
Yeah.
Hey, don't shit on some American-made animes.
Well,
There's
I
some
mean,
good ones.
Literally, don't compare anything to the Rick and Morty anime. I think that's a cardinal sin in and of itself.
I think the only thing you could compare the Rick and Morty anime to is Wide Mouth or Big Mouth.
Listen,
or whatever
motherfucker,
the
I've
fuck
seen
that-
children's cartoon. Yeah, actually, no, I agree. But I've seen children's cartoons that look better.
I don't know why, but my sister and my mother love that fucking show. They love Big Mouth.
That show's
It's
stupid as hell.
It is
Yeah.
stupid. It's got a stupid art style. It's got stupid writing, stupid characters. I don't even know what the concept is. I blotted it from my memory.
yeah, I don't know either.
But yeah,
What
no,
was
the
that
Rick and Morty anime
Shameless
looks
show?
fucking stupid.
What was that stupid ass Shameless show that Mercedes is obsessed with?
I don't fucking know.
Like, there
All I
are
know
shows...
is she was watching it one time. They had like a homeless guy sleeping on the couch. They start stun gunning him to get him out of their house.
Okay, that is
I would do the same
actually
thing,
quite funny.
Yes.
I would do the same thing, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You know, okay, just like imagining that in my head is a very funny, like...
I know.
Just
It's kind of
imagining
funny.
that... They just start shooting with stun guns. Okay, tell me this. Wait, when you say stun gun, is it like the police taser, or...
No, it's like
Or
self-defense.
is it like an
stun gun.
actual...
riddle
No,
me this.
okay, very specifically, is it a taser or a stun gun? There's
I
a
think it's
difference.
closer to a taser. I think it was a taser.
There's
No,
two...
no.
The stun gun is the thing that you go pew and then it tase people real good.
Incorrect.
Taser is the
Here,
brick
I'll look
that
up
you
the
hit
clip.
people with that makes them feel shock thing.
Yeah.
Did I explain that in simple enough terms?
In some places the gun one is called a taser and the brick is called a stun gun.
Which is stupid.
Yes, I agree.
One has gun in the name.
Yeah, and one is and it is shaped as a gun. There are certain shows that I wouldn't like watch or get invested in, but I'd still watch it with friends.
A Kami ga Kill. Make
And then
sure you
there's-
get invested into every single character, grow attached to every single character, and nobody
People
dies.
just like all
immediately.
die.
That's another fucking concept I hate, is just like all the characters die. It's like, what the fuck even?
Okay, you hate that? Okay, watch the Golden Age of Berserk in
Okay.
its entirety. I swear, none of the characters die at the end.
I know.
That is
I
also
think that-
lazy writing.
So okay,
Everyone dies.
barring
No.
my dear friend Nokaton from the
Hey.
list of weird anime I've watched, the weirdest one I watched was definitely Evangelion. I still don't understand what the fuck is going on half the time.
You know what? The people who like worked on it don't even know what's going on in the show.
Just add this and see what happens.
Because there's like because they just like take like a bucket of fucking metaphors and throw it against the wall at the
Yeah.
very end of all of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even
At the
Like
end
it's
of
not
the
even
day,
a joke.
Bucket of
Like,
metaphors.
the original end of Evangelion, I don't know what the fuck was happening half the time. Like, actually, like, that shit is a fever dream and a half. And then for the 1.0 plus 3.0, what the fuck ever they called it, the
3.0
fourth
plus
reboot
1.0.
Evangelion movie, that shit was just an even bigger bucket of fucking metaphor,
Yeah.
and I didn't know even less of what was going on.
I know. I remember you kept telling me you like watched it twice or 3 times or something like that, and you
I
told
had
me
to
hey,
watch
you
it
need to
3
watch-
times to even begin to understand what was happening, and I still don't understand what's happening.
Yes.
Simple.
Oh,
I
why, did you
enjoy
watch
things-
Chainsaw Man?
And no, I have not watched Chainsaw Man.
I caught like
Oh,
a
how
few
the
episodes
fuck
of it.
not?
Yeah. I just like it because the main character, it's not really complicated. He just wants to touch boobs.
That's fair.
It is quite
that's-
refreshing.
Yeah, it's
And it
literally
also-
the whole point. He's
yeah.
just a degenerate. That's the whole show.
One of my best friends looks identical to him too, which is really
Nice.
funny. And he acts a lot. He is also a degenerate.
Good.
And it also makes me think like, yeah, like, oh, Chainsaw Devil, Gun Devil. What if you get stuck with like a shitty one? What if you're like fucking Grill Devil?
The Eraser Devil.
Hey man,
No.
growth wouldn't be too
Oh.
bad. You make a mean fucking barbecue.
Oh, the number 2 pencil devil.
Pencil sharpener devil.
You
Pencil-
just
pencil
sit there and
sharpener.
are just like producing pencils. It's like, and you can only do one every like 5 minutes.
I just like to think more of like their devil form. Like you get the chainsaw hand, the big head, just having like a giant pencil jut out of your forehead.
You just look like a shitty off-brand V1.
They
Damn.
do have, at some point in the manga, they do have a chicken devil, and it's just a chicken with its head cut off. And it just
Wow.
runs around, that's its whole thing.
Would you guys watch an Ultra Kill show?
I would absolutely
Yes.
watch an Ultra Kill show. That shit would be memed the fuck out of everything.
Yes.
Well,
Like every frame would be like my dear friend Nokotan, where everything's a joke.
Yes.
yeah.
Or they just have JoJo poses throughout the entire show.
Oh, they would
Sisyphus
absolutely
says
do that.
something and then does a pose.
Hear me out. What if they tried to take it seriously?
That would be awful.
Yeah, no, it would actually ruin the show.
Yeah.
Except for maybe like Sisyphus and Minos Prime, and maybe Gabriel. Those three, and whatever the third Prime is gonna be.
I like it how
But-
who do you think is the third prime?
I don't know.
It's either going to be another Greek person, maybe like King Alexander, or
It
hell,
could
maybe,
literally be anyone. I really hope it's Jesus Prime though.
maybe it might be Judas.
I
There's
don't
an
know.
idea.
That could be cool.
I don't know. I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's still the new update hasn't come out yet.
Wait, just to that sex update, that is update number 3. That is your final. You're not getting anything else.
That would be awful.
Mm.
But no, they still have 2 more layers to go.
Hmm.
They 2 more layers.
What if they add
Prime.
Nokotan to the game?
Oh my god, Nokotan Prime.
That would be horrifying.
That would be horrifying.
It
Also,
just
yeah,
starts
isn't-
playing. It starts playing the piano music from the end of Evangelion
Oh
Dude.
no.
as Nokotan just appears on the horizon.
It's also just the fact that I'm just a mad because isn't V1's canonical voice at this point like the text to speech?
Yeah,
Isn't that canon?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, because V2 doesn't speak, and they're pretty much the same thing. Except
Hmm.
V2 is inferior.
I mean,
Fucking loser.
He is absolutely inferior. He got a shit beat by V1.
I mean, not if you lose.
Yeah.
But canonically, you don't.
Hmm.
Because that's how games work.
Yeah, and canonically you don't take like
Except for
half-
Sisyphus Prime, he does understand that you are dying.
Same with Minos. He has a voice line too when you come back.
I don't remember that one, but
He calls you useless. You could look it up.
probably does.
Yeah.
I really
wanna
like
see a
Sisyphus
game.
Prime
I
though,
wanna
because
see
when
a
because I wanted to shut the fuck up, Skylar. I'm speaking right now.
Re.
But yeah, I like Sisyphus Prime because I went into that fight completely blind, right?
Yeah.
I went Ultra completely blind, right? But so because I expected it to be the same thing as Minos Prime, where I have to completely kill the prison cube. No.
Oh yeah, and then he just
no.
fucking breaks out.
This person can hold me, and then it just like that shit was terrifying. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I don't know
And then
how-
he proceeded to kick my shit in for a consecutive 5 hours.
I don't
I have-
like. They better keep the speeches in if they're doing a third
Oh
one.
yeah.
We
no,
better
they're
get another
absolutely
speech.
going to.
Yeah, and we better get another amazing soundtrack.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
I have the idea for a Dark Souls game, but the boss actively insults you if you come back too many times.
That's just Ultra Kill.
Yes, but I'm
You've
talking about
described
at
Ultra
some
Kill.
point they just like sit down and they're like, okay, I'll let you get me to half health, and then I'm gonna go all out against you.
That'd be mean.
That would be mean.
Yeah, they just sit on a log letting you hit them, and they're just throwing like insults at you the whole time.
Yeah, but my biggest takeaway from Ultra Kill is don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't do it. It is one of those things where you must have all the patience that almost don't have.
Ultra Kill, the Act 3 Prime is you just have to fight Minos and Sisyphus at the same
I
time.
would kill myself right then and there. Like actually, if I had to fight
Yeah.
Sisyphus Prime again. Oh, but third is going to be so much harder than Sisyphus Prime, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Dude, that one's gonna break me right
no,
there.
Jesus Prime. If he kills you, he actually you have to go to church before you can reattempt the fight.
You have to read the Bible
Like
in its
it
entirety.
like starts playing a whole seminar. You have to sit there. It doesn't let you close the game at all.
And
It was either that or
giving the seminar.
No, it's just like in Ultimate Custom that where if you close the game and open it again, it resumes the seminar.
yeah.
No, it just starts it completely over. It's like 30 minutes long.
And it has to end with them trying to sell you a
gamer subs.
one of those summer homes or whatever, timeshares.
That wasn't one of the 12 keys. Did you not even tell that?
I feel like that's something that happened in Florida.
I can't wait to have my everything, my will, my fortitude, my patience, all shattered by Act 3.
Better get used to using those new weapons there, Chachi, or else you ain't gonna make it.
No, honestly, I tried the new weapons against like Sisyphus and Mina. Or I tried like the saw and the piston weapon against Minos, and they're not too good against them.
Maybe you just suck. Ever think about that?
I want to watch you P rank all of them then. Go on. P rank every level. Go ahead. I'll wait.
He did P rank every level. He went
You
through
have to.
He went through the
Okay. What does this accomplish for you as a human being?
I gotta say I'm
Depression.
better than everybody else because nobody else in this call has P ranked every level in Ultra
Does this
Kill.
go to your GD Does this go to your?
Yes, GD Pay.
Does it go to your GDP? Does this go to your bank
yes.
account? Does this go to your gross
No,
net?
but it accomplishes my sense of superiority over everybody.
Yeah, you're just gonna
You
go to
already
a
have
bank.
that.
You go
I
to your
would go
bank.
to a bank, slap down a blank check, and say I P ranked every level in Ultra Kill,
No, it's
and then
more so-
assign that check
Yeah,
for
no.
$100,000.
It's more so just you going. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. Your credit score isn't high enough for us to allow you to take out a loan of this magnitude.
I pull out a screenshot of me
yeah,
P
no,
ranked
yeah,
every
you
single.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
You like give them
I didn't realize I was
popcorn.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Let me humbly apologize. I fixed that credit score right away.
Yeah.
And then you put it to 0.
Yeah, they fucking and they freeze your bank account.
This person is clearly mentally unstable. Nobody does that and is still sane. The
He's too
only two levels
powerful,
I
you
haven't
can't give
P
him-
ranked yet is Sisyphus Prime and Minos Prime.
Oh, that means you're a
Um,
loser. Sorry, no loan
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, no, very simply because I think that would actually break me.
Hmm.
Because with Sisyphus Prime, he's
sounds
not
like quitter
just the
talk.
fight. He's an entire level of
Hmm.
actually fucking awful challenges,
That
and
sounds
then
like
you can
quitter
fight
talk.
him. And you can't die at all in P ranks. And
That
so I would
sounds
have
like
to
quitter
restart
talk.
the entire level. It is
Also-
quitter talk because I refuse to do it right now.
You know what that means? That means you're not good at Ultra Kill.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rules.
I gotta agree
For sure
with
most-
Ghosty here. You're probably not good at Ultra Kill.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I'm not
totally
even
not.
gonna attempt playing Ultra Kill. I don't have. My brain doesn't work that quickly.
My brain don't work that good.
I mean, Doom Eternal was pretty easy once I got into
Yeah,
the
it's a
swing of
Doom
shit.
game. They're not hard.
Yeah.
The fuck it isn't.
Ghosty's
I mean,
bad at games.
Yeah, if you go and do it at the hardest difficulty right off the bat, then yeah, you're probably gonna get
Fair
screwed
enough.
over, but...
Yeah, no, but Doom
But
games are
also,
not hard. Because
Doom
half the
Eternal
time...
doesn't.
'cause
Doom
no,
Eternal doesn't necessarily require precision.
no.
Correct.
And also, Doom has like a built-in mechanic where if you get low on health, it's actually harder to kill you.
Yeah.
I did
A lot of games do that. Yeah, a lot of games do that to make you feel like you're playing well when you're low on health.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're literally just lying to you.
Does that mean all
To
those
get you to
boss
feel better
fights
about
I
yourself.
won at 1 HP were meaningless?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah, feel bad. Feel worse about yourself.
Muffin.
I hope you cry yourself to sleep tonight.
Yeah, and also, you can stagger enemies in Doom. You cannot do that in Ultra Kill.
Oh.
I also need to
Are there
finish
any
Bolt Gun.
shows or other seasons that you are excited for?
Demon Slayer and JJK.
Other
'Cause
than
that's really-
anime?
No, I don't. I mean, Invincible.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was another good one.
Bungo Stray Dogs season
I don't really
6.
watch anything else though.
Oh no.
Oh, I
You know
guess
what-
I guess Riptide. That's another one I've been
Mhm.
waiting on.
What's Riptide?
The just rolled with it D&D main D&D campaign.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
It was
I do
supposed to
have
be a 6-month hiatus, and it's turned into like over a year.
Yeah, that's usually how those go.
You know,
Own
it's really funny. I have a few campaigns on YouTube that I watch, and I just kind of dropped them because I forgot.
I forgot. That's exactly what happens to me. I stopped
Also,
watching
okay,
them at
and
one point,
also,
and then it's like,
like,
oh no.
Now that I'm actually able to play D&D with certain friends because, you know, Schmovid-19 is over.
Ah, yes.
Watching,
Schmovid.
watching like people play campaigns online kind of affects my character making. So I'll be making this new character, and like for a campaign, I'll be, you know what, like this is gonna be great. This is a really well balanced character. I like this, and then I just realize, wait a minute, this is just this character from that campaign I'm watching. It affects me, it really does, and I don't even realize
Hold on a
it.
second. This is Gillian Tidestrider, champion of the undersea hero of the deep. Wait a minute. That's
Wait
not
a
who I meant to make.
Wait a minute, I thought this was an ultimate champion. No, it's just SpongeBob.
Hold on a second. Did I really just make Jake the dog from Adventure Time?
Yeah,
Keep
no.
fucking go.
Honestly, like I haven't watched too many shows recently.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
pretty sure,
sir,
like,
but your battle plan includes Finn the human. We do not know where he is.
yeah. But like, yeah, I don't. The only time I really watch shows if I really put my mind to it, or my friends kind of just force me to.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm not fun to watch shows with. I will make fun
I
of
can
anything
tell.
you love.
Nope, I make fun of anything and everything.
yeah. Oh, I remember when we were watching Demon Slayer, and you're like, Inosuke turned himself into a noodle.
He did do that shit at one point.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like the show I've ever watched like on myself was the Fallout TV show, which is actually very good.
Yes. I
And
can't
then
wait for that second season.
Dude, they're going to Vegas.
Oh yeah, this dude is just a slave owner. That's what
Mhm.
I'm watching right now. The motherfucker's just a slave owner.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ghosty.
Yeah, Ghosty the slave owner. He unslaves.
Because I like Fallout? What?
Yeah, that's the exact reason.
But you joined Caesar's Legion.
No, I didn't. Not in this playthrough. I was thinking about it, but I changed it. I'm doing NCR. I've never done a full NCR playthrough.
I don't know. I've been getting a lot of like abridged anime shorts come across my YouTube Shorts feed though.
Hellsing
I don't know why.
Abridged and Dragon Ball Z Abridged are the best.
DBZ Abridged is the best.
By Team 4-Star.
Yes, those are my guys.
Never hand us a cold pretty you. Very well then.
I will never pass the blunt to you.
I can honestly see that being an abridged version. That'd be funny as hell. I'd never pass the blunt to you.
Yeah. Fuck. What is it? Oh yeah. As I was saying, with shows I've watched, the last one I've actually had the common decency to sit through was the Fallout show,
Yeah.
and then my friends forced me to sit down and watch. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's popular anime.
No, Catan.
No.
There's no way he would absolutely remember that one.
Yeah, no. That would sear into
I
my
tried
brain.
watching it. I got through the
That shit
first
sears
episode.
itself into your brain. Skylar's unfortified. He has the mental fortitude of a chicken nugget.
No,
He
I
failed.
like start watching it, and then I like halfway through, I'm like, come on, man, I don't know how to continue watching this. I got up to the point where she walks through the doorway. It's playing like tribal music as she just destroys.
That's the
door
best part.
I know, but then right after that, I'm like, what the fuck am I
Yeah,
watching?
it's literally an entire show filled with nothing but memes.
Yeah,
It is
Robot
like
Chicken
almost
the anime.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I think it
Pop
was.
Team Epic.
What the fuck is it? It wasn't Invincible because that's not an anime. What's the superhero one called?
The
My
Boys,
Hero Academia.
That's the one.
My
The
Hero
Boys.
Academia.
Yeah,
The
since
Boys.
when is The Boys an anime?
I don't know. You just said superhero one, and I was thinking of
Yeah.
There is
Amazon Prime.
Diabolical. If you watch Diabolical, it does a whole animated series of the boys.
Yeah. It's just I remember
Mm.
them trying to like they tried to get me into My Hero Academia a while back, and like I'm just
That
like this
that
main character.
fandom is fucking toxic
Yeah,
as
no,
hell.
Yes.
this like they're saying, oh, this is my favorite character, and I was like, the main character's a fucking putz.
Yep.
He's
That's fair.
unlikable. I don't like him.
I mean, to be fair, so is Shinji from Evangelion.
I don't like
Yeah.
Evangelion either. It's too complicated for my ape brain.
Oh, no, absolutely. I completely and 100% agree with you.
And that's not something he does often.
Because that shit doesn't make any sense to me either. The first two movies great, very simple follow. They kill big monster. The last two, I have no clue what in the fuck go on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
think the creator of the show ever even explained what it was about.
I'm pretty sure the entire writing team must have been on every drug they could get their hands on at the time of writing.
No, it's just at the end of every shift they would hit each other with hammers so they wouldn't remember.
Yeah, and then proceed to fall down a flight of stairs after work, so they
Yeah.
come back every day procedurally more brain damaged.
For JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, there's a bunch of inconsistencies because she would forget, the writer would forget what would happen in the previous books.
Shit, man, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm just gonna every DM ever who doesn't write everything down.
I can agree with that. 90% of my campaigns are completely from memory, but it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine because all of my players are fucking brain dead when it comes
Still
to.
never remember.
Yeah, no.
I like to take notes.
I can't take notes.
I take notes sometimes, but a lot of the time, back on the Nexus server and stuff, I would do all that from memory.
Mm. But I'm trying to remember, but like I tried to sit through My Hero Academia, but I couldn't.
No, absolutely not. My sister likes to watch it sometimes, and I just walk in and I make fun of everybody.
You know, like
Oh,
I relentlessly bully them.
Oh,
Like-
I think the best part is when we were watching it. It got to the part where what's his face was hitting on Misato. Yeah, because I don't
Watching
remember what was going on.
what?
But he like walks up to Misato, says, "You lost weight," and then I go, and it looks like you found it. And then you
Wait,
just
which anime
immediately
are we
die.
talking about?
Huh?
Which
It
anime
was
are we talking about?
Evangelion.
I don't care about Evangelion. It's too much for me.
The first two movies are good. Don't watch the
Yes.
rest of them though.
That's why I like Dragon Ball. It's very simple for me to understand.
Yeah.
It's just punch and kick.
But yeah, but for real, I do really recommend the first two movies because they're not hard to follow.
Yeah.
I think
Don't
I have
watch
them on
the-
DVD.
Don't watch the other two movies though; they are
Yeah.
hard to follow.
You'll be thankful of knowing that my friends keep trying to drag me into fandoms, but it's not successful.
Yeah,
I
I
am-
don't do fandom.
Yeah,
don't do
don't
that.
do fandoms.
Here's the thing: I am successfully bringing them to Ultra Kill, and it is not their choice. Not Ultra Kill. Warhammer. It is not
It
their
is
choice.
not optional.
Yeah, it's just like either you are going to enjoy this, or we are not going to be friends.
Lol.
I'm gonna force you to eat those plastic miniatures, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
I can't eat it. It's plastic. Well, it sounds like you need more plastic then.
You'll learn to love it. Then before
Yummy.
You're
that,
gonna give them Stockholm syndrome, but it's all plastic models.
plastic models. They're so expensive, but I like them.
It's true.
Yeah. Fuck. What is it called? Oh yeah.
Painting Warhammer is more fun than playing Warhammer. Changed my mind.
I have fun playing Warhammer. I think it's fun.
It's just so
Yeah.
hard to bring all my stuff over to his house.
And
Yeah,
since
we
you
also have
always
to
bring a goddamn Baneblade.
No, it's
Always
just
goes
because
to family.
I own all of the terrain and the mats and everything. We just can't do it at my house because we don't have the space or a
Yes.
table here that's big enough.
You
I
don't
still
own
like
a
the
fucking
idea.
table.
No,
I
we
s-
own a table, but actually, no, I actually don't think we own a dining table. We don't
I-
have a dining table.
I like the idea that we'd be playing Warhammer in a cramped space, and occasionally this little dog that weighs like 3 pounds will come up, look at us, and then run away.
Oh yeah, no, she does that. And it's absolutely adorable. She also
Yeah.
sometimes runs up to you and like boops you with her nose.
Yeah, and then sometimes she runs up to you, then you grab her by the neck and you just start squeezing and squeezing and squeezing.
Oh my god.
And then sometimes she just runs in the room and starts eating all the cables and trying to steal my fucking slippers.
Yeah, and
Um,
then you just keep hitting her over and over.
No, that would be so
No.
mean.
Don't do that to the dog.
I'll tell you though, because so Kevin got very angry during their breakup thing, right? And like, if he would have touched that dog, he won't be alive no more. I'm gonna tell you that for real, for real.
Yeah,
He
you were
would have
gonna
been
you were gonna make him eat Gilliman.
dead.
And the dog.
I'm gonna materialize a Drukari, make him eat it.
They give eat a Drukari. Death.
It's a
Yeah.
death sentence right there.
Oh
The
my God.
lacerations alone.
Just thinking back
Make
on it,
him
my
eat
friends.
a Tyranid.
My friends just keep trying to get me into the most bogus fandoms ever, and I don't know why.
Burn them.
Sometimes I want to.
Good.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, it was literally the show I watched before Fallout. It was like the fucking
He
Fizzy
also
Pop
threw a
shit.
lot of things. Apparently, he didn't manage to break anything though.
Yeah. Weakling.
Man, I was really
Weakling.
wishing a motherfucker would.
Wait,
Like
what'd he
9 years
do?
worth of pent up anger I could have released on that motherfucker.
Mm.
Wait, what'd he do?
He was like throwing things apparently.
Yeah,
I don't know what
after
he was
the
throwing.
fish
Why?
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything big. After the fishdent,
The
But
fi-
like, why?
the fishdent.
It
Because that
seems-
man has the mental capacity of an actual fucking toddler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, fish.
Like literally, it was literally just an argument over like fresh and saltwater fish.
Yeah.
It started off as a
imagine
conversation, turned into a debate, and then like just turned into like preaching about fucking God or whatever. Because apparently evolution never happened.
Imagine being such
But
an
it did
idiot
though.
that you'll.
He also
ruin-
brought up fossils for like half a second. And I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know where he was going with that thought.
Okay, we can solve this with a simple experiment. Take a goldfish, throw it in the ocean, see what happens.
I have a goldfish. We can do that right now.
yeah. Let's solve this hypothesis.
But Brayden,
If God is real, let this goldfish live. just football pitches it into the ocean.
You just curveball that son of a bitch into the blue water. It's funny that I like the idea of throwing it because even if it does survive, he never fucking go.
Oh my fucking God.
If God exists, he'll save this goldfish. Then you just fucking launch it off of here.
it's not even like your foot. You just like catapult it.
Yeah.
Put that motherfucker in a potato cannon.
Reminds me of the guy who
Never
put a
want to see that
rat-
fucker again.
But like,
Yeah, you could like put him in a potato cannon. You launch that guy at the Atlantic, he'll end up in the Pacific. Holy shit!
but imagine being
Dude.
so like incompetent that you'll ruin your entire relationship over a
Over
fucking
fish.
goldfish.
He also was apparently drunk, but that's besides the point.
And there's
The
also,
fish, the fishident is funny.
Yes.
there's also the fact that another funny thing to think about is just watching somebody lob a fish into the Atlantic Ocean.
Be free. You're sitting there just like chilling on the beach. You just hear some motherfucker yell, "Be free!" and then you just watch him launch a goldfish, a clearly freshwater fish, into the ocean.
No, it reminds me
it
of the
doesn't even
fucking-
like.
No,
sink
he
in.
like rock
What's up?
skips like a freshwater turtle.
No, another. It reminds me of this funny thing. I saw like this 9-year-old brought his pet fish to the aquarium and threw him in so he could be with all his fish friends. And so this kid, he like tosses the fishy into the big old tank that you walk through, and then the fish immediately gets fucking eaten.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's tragic, isn't it?
It's because they put specific species in there so they won't eat each other.
Exactly. Just like betas. Betas will fight each other to death. We had 3 of them at one point in separate tanks. They all died.
Yeah, they jumped into each other's tank and fought to the death.
No, because my sister had one in her room.
Yeah.
That one died from fin rot. Because we didn't know what the fuck fin rot was. Like actual medieval peasants dying to like the common cold.
Finrot sounds like a fucking disease I would get.
How?
Yeah, but no, apparently it's pretty common in betas, but
Yeah.
we just didn't know it existed. And then I only figured it out because Slime Skull said it on whatever the fuck podcast there it is, the Chuckle Sandwich, that one.
Oh, he
Chuckle
lost a
fuck.
fish.
Yeah, he said a fish had got fin rot. I'm like, oh my god, our fish definitely had that.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
Yeah, my mom had one in her room, it died, and then we had another one out of the living room, it died.
Yeah.
But I've had my fish for about 2 years now,
Hey,
regularly forgetting to feed them, but they're still somehow alive.
Maybe the
What happened
fish
to your
didn't.
hermit crabs?
We gave, so I think I had a total of 5.
Why? Okay,
think.
one. Why the fuck do you have hermit crabs in a landlocked state?
No, okay, they were like land
Why
hermit
not?
crabs. They weren't like
Those
saltwater
don't
hermit crabs.
exist. There's no
Yes,
such
they
thing as
do.
land crabs.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
they do. Have you heard of spider crabs?
No,
But no, no, those hermit crabs that live on the land.
I know,
Yeah.
but they usually live by the water.
Yeah, I know. You give them like
Yeah,
fresh and salt water, and they clean
Dumbass.
themselves with fresh water, and then
If
they
you ever
drink
see,
or
see
they
a
clean
fucking hermit
they
crab
drink the fresh water,
sauntering
clean
through
the
the
salt
goddamn
water.
forest, something is wrong.
somebody has messed up severely.
Yeah. There's
But
a
no, yeah,
big mistake.
but we kept hermit crabs. I think I had a total of 5. I
Yeah,
think
and then you ate two.
I think
of them.
almost I think 3 or 4 of them died.
Yeah, because
Because
you
hermit
ate
crabs
them.
are like the hardest things ever to keep. Even though we tuned that shit to fucking perfection.
Yeah, they're hard
think
to
we
keep
have-
because they're so tasty.
But no, we have like a 55-gallon tank for them. Because
Why?
originally we only bought a 30-gallon tank, but they gave us a 50-gallon tank. I don't know who fucked up that badly, but they did.
Hey, free
Um,
tank.
Yeah,
You
but
just
then we
got
end up giving them
together
away
for free.
because I got sick of these fucking hermit crabs taking up so much goddamn space in my room and continuously fucking dying.
That's all they did.
No, that is actually all they did.
What is it? I'm
Nice.
just trying to think. Well, hey, listen. Maybe the fissident was just an act, like a blessing in disguise.
No, absolutely. He was kind of annoying.
Get on your feet. You need to keep breathing.
You need to keep breathing.
Yeah, he gets his bones broken pretty regularly.
You need to keep breathing.
Which
What else
time is
would
it
a
now? Is
person
this
dying of
is
an
this the
asthma
part where he
attack?
gets his ribs broken, or the part where he gets his arm broken?
It's the time where they have asthma attacks, and he forgot his
No, it's
1920s and
look. You have to be more specific about the time he gets his rib, arm, or I'm on season 1, Skylar.
Oh, okay, so it's not at the part where he gets his back broken?
Dude, did this motherfucker get hit with the fucking backbreaker at some
Did
point?
you say
Probably.
getting? I thought you said
Yeah,
getting his back. I dead ass.
I would assume so. I'm not gonna spoil season 3. I don't know how far you are or not.
Skylar.
What?
I thought you were going to say gets his back blown out, and I was like,
No,
what
I just
the
haven't.
fuck?
I just haven't watched the Hashir training arc yet.
What does
Oh,
that
I
mean?
watched the Swordsmith Village arc.
Okay, let's see.
the
Fish.
bird guy, the harpy guy. He's like,
Yeah.
my claws can slice diamonds, and then he cuts Tanjiro's back,
Oh
and
yeah,
somehow doesn't slice his spine.
I do love the fact that Lehman Russ hit Lehman Russ hit Magnus the Red with the fucking backbreaker.
Mm. Well, I thought he.
That's honestly that has to be my favorite
Wait, it
part of
was
the heresy.
Magnus? He hit Magnus
Yeah,
with the back?
Yeah, he hit Magnus with the fucking backbreaker
Wow.
breaker during the burning of Prospero.
Yeah.
Lol.
I haven't read that book yet, but I'm so excited for it. simply so I can experience for myself Lehman Russ hitting that motherfucker with the backbreaker. Fish. Yeah, see, the first image is actually what he was looking like.
What?
Yeah, he was genuinely tweaking about the fucking fish. Yeah, but for real though, like,
Uh,
oh, those fucking goldfish that actually yearn for death.
yeah, they actively want to die.
Like, that was one of those instances of we were too concerned whether we could. We didn't stop to think whether we should.
See, that's the thing. I don't like I used to get
I don't
YouTube
even-
shorts about them. Like people who would like these are goldfish species, like these take care of your goldfish, all these very expensive equipment. It's like they're fucking goldfish. You keep them for a few years, then they die. That's the purpose.
You don't even keep
Yeah,
them for
I
a
don't-
few years.
I don't
Most
even
of the
see
time
the
they
visual
die if
appeal
you
to
look
getting
at
one of
them.
those goldfish.
Dude, I don't know about you, but my goldfish, we had one that lasted for 9 years.
Dude, I don't know how long this goldfish is gonna
I
last.
don't
I hope
know.
it dies at any time soon.
Dude, this goldfish, at one point, like one night, my dad said we got tired of feeding him. My dad was just like, let's put him out of his misery. Brought him into the backyard and smashed it with a shovel, and then threw it over the fence.
He's like, I'm done with this goddamn goldfish. It's that motherfucker with an actual shovel, and then he launches him into the woods behind your house.
Yeah, you're joking, but that's essentially how it went down.
Dude, I might have to do that to my goldfish because fucking honestly,
No,
I want to do a
he
saltwater
wasn't
tank.
moving. He wasn't going after the food, so either he was like dead or he could have been sleeping. So my father was just like, let's.
He's like, I'm done with this shit.
Put him, wrapped him in a fucking paper towel, put him in the ground, whacked him with a shovel, then fucking launched him into the forest.
Honestly, best death of a fish ever.
I wouldn't say that.
But no, for real, I want these fish to die so I can do like a saltwater tank.
I thought you were about to say something like you could salt their corpse to the fucking like.
No, because I want to do like a reef tank.
You should cook the fish like alive.
I don't. Okay, first of all, one is a goldfish. Not sure those are too good eating. Two, the other ones are tetras. There's no meat on them. The other three are
Hey.
tetras. Also, one of them glows in the dark, so I don't feel
That's
comfortable
not a
eating that
good-
one.
Wait,
It doesn't glow in the dark. He glows under black light.
That seems even worse to eat.
Because we've apparently become so
Oh.
good at genetically modifying fucking fish, we can make them glow in the dark.
We gotta
But,
start
yeah.
sticking them to the ceiling like glow-in-the-dark stickers.
Just when you light on my ceiling, grabs the staple gun, ka-chunk.
just the idea of walking into a kid's room and you see a bunch of dead fish nailed to the ceiling.
Dude, that's
They're
when you
like-
actually
they're like
send the kid to a
Scotch tape.
psychiatric hospital.
They're like scotch tape to the ceiling, hanging down.
I think it'd be better if you used like a staple gun. Oh boy, that's
It's
good.
like, let's see what's going on in Timmy's room. Holy shit!
Holy shit.
When did we get a Blu-ray player?
Well, I have a question. What would be if you become a father? What would be the worst thing to see your kid watching?
The worst
Boku no
thing?
Pico.
What did you just say?
Yeah,
Boku
that's My
no
Hero
Pico.
Academia. My Hero Academia.
What would you do?
Honestly, either that or like YouTube kids content. Honestly,
That
you
too.
know what? At least My Hero Academia has effort put into it.
and then there's YouTube kids content. That would be the worst thing.
Yeah, no,
that'd be
like-
definitely
No,
the
Mr.
worst.
Beast. That would be the worst thing.
You said kids content and Mr. Beast. Those are
Which-
the same thing, my friend.
Honestly, yeah. No, that's fair enough. Very specifically Mr. Beast, though.
Mid
Or Skippity
chocolate.
Toilet, maybe.
Yeah, Skibbity
Mid-chocolate.
Toilet's definitely on that list.
The
If I,
chocolate is
if I
mid.
ever have a child, they are not being an iPad kid. I refuse.
I
Yes.
just don't want to have a child.
They're growing up without iPad, all Warhammer.
I'm,
That's all they get. They get the scalpel and a plastic miniature.
Daddy, can you read me the very hungry caterpillar? No, you're gonna have
we're
to-
reading
you
the
get to
Siege of
hear-
Terra.
You get to hear the story of the very hungry Necron.
No, you're being read of the fall of the Emperor.
Oh, that's really funny.
I'm reading the Fulgrim book, boy.
Like, the idea of this kid then going to kindergarten, and you know how like little kids are, they like to play pretend, and then they just with their friends replicate the fucking the Emperor's death.
That would be fucking adorable and horrifying all at the same time.
Imagine how the teacher feels.
Dude. My child will be a menace to society. Terrorizing all the other children simply because I refuse to do normal child things with it.
Yeah. Mr. Braden, I'm worried about your son, Dorn Jr. I'm worried about your son, Rogel.
What did he do this time? He fortified his waffles.
No, he fortified the sandbox.
He fortified the sandbox and then killed 3 kids who tried to came near it.
He's like throwing like
You're
rocks.
just there, and you're just there like, and?
He's like, I really think you should consider some like don't you dare tell me how to raise my
How
child.
dare you tell me how to raise my child? He defended his territory like a true Dor.
Like, who the fuck are you talking about?
I just drop like a pile of 50 books, read them, and then you'll understand.
Oh my god, that's really good. Yeah, I don't want to have children. I'm too worried about that.
Yeah.
Too much work. Too expensive.
I might
In this
just
economy?
The economy.
Yeah, I might just tow myself just to be sure.
I really don't want those fuckers.
I might just rip my fucking nutsack off. At this point. Just to be double sure. Because like it's like wearing a second glove. Probably never gonna get with anybody. That's the glove number 1, ripping my own balls off. That's glove number 2. God damn. We would be fucking horrible parents.
Absolutely. What the fuck do
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah.
First of all, that's just way too expensive. Like, for real.
Economy is also AIDS.
But yeah, no, because we're trying to get like an actual house next year, not the fucking hallway I live in now.
Oh, you mean the portable trailer without the wheels?
Yes, literally. That is what I live in. You know this.
I'm surprised that didn't get picked up by a tornado.
Name the last time a tornado hit the main city of Lincoln.
Exactly.
Oh, that's right, you can't.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. No, it's not tornado. It's not storm season.
Remember, Braden, if your
I mean,
property
it's not
is in
an
the sky,
impossibility.
if a tornado picks up your house, doesn't that technically raise the value?
No.
It's a
Well,
joke.
it would make sense because it's higher up in the
Yeah,
air.
I get it. I got your terrible pun the first time.
Okay. Just had to
Okay.
make sure.
But back to the Warhammer topic.
Yay.
They put this motherfucker in the cum ball.
I'm sorry. What? I didn't read that. I didn't read that bit yet.
I definitely remember that part. They were like, hey, because you did the Horus Heresy thing, you get to go in the cum ball.
No, in Demon Slayer, she put this motherfucker in the cum ball.
Father Emperor, I can change, not the cum ball.
Please. No. This is the first time a custodian ever felt fear.
Watching Horus put in the cum ball.
Honestly, I'd be horrified too. I'd be beyond horrified if the Empress had put him in the cum ball.
They want me to fight the chicken? Chicken jockey!